Hello, my loves. Welcome to a new pick a card reading. Today, we're going to get you clarity on how your special person is currently feeling about you. So if you're new to this channel, welcome. I am Dr. V. It is so wonderful to have you here. I wanted to send a big virtual hug to all of the new subscribers, as well as to everyone who has been part of this family for such a long time. You know how much you mean to me, and I love you all so much. So today I have 3 groups for you to choose from. I'm going to show you each of the images on each card. You'll also be able to take a look at the crystals. So there's many ways for you to choose your group. After that, we're also going to be assigning zodiac signs to each group. So just go with your intuition. There's no right or wrong answer here. Be gentle with yourself. You can pick from group 1, group 2, group 3, or you can pick them all, or you can even pick your zodiac sign as well as your person's zodiac sign and combine those readings. So make sure that you are aware that this is a general reading. Take what resonates and leave the rest. But if you're at that place where you really want to get into the specifics of what's going on between you and your special person and you need clarity, then I highly recommend that you do the live reading experience with me. I believe that it is one of the most powerful types of readings you can do because of the energy of being right there and being able to ask Spirit all of your questions as they come up in real time. We can video record that as well. So when you watch it multiple times, you will be surprised at how much more knowledge and information actually comes out. So these are very powerful. I feel like I'm one of the few people who offers this because I genuinely love seeing you. I also offer video recorded readings, so you have a lot of options. If you go to livetarot.com/readings, you can see my entire menu right there. So go ahead and take a deep breath and let's go through your group choices here. So for group number 1, we have this image and this crystal. And what's interesting about this deck is that all of these images are divine feminines, but the actual card is the King of Cups, which is interesting, I thought, and unique about this deck. And what's interesting is that they have multiple kings in this deck. So even though we will be using this deck to also do your reading, it doesn't mean that these kings are not in the deck because these are actually alternative versions. So very fascinating. Just thought I would let you know. Group number 2, King of Pentacles. See, they're all kings. And then this crystal right here. And group number 3. And this crystal right here. And let's go ahead and assign zodiac signs. Okay, so for group number 1, we have Cancer, we have Taurus, Aquarius, and Aries. For group number 2, we have Sagittarius, Gemini, Libra, and Leo. And for group number 3, we have Capricorn, Scorpio, Pisces, and Virgo. Okay, go ahead and make your choice and we will get started with group number 1. Beautiful group number 1 that chose this image. as well as this crystal right here. And Cancer, Taurus, Aquarius, and Aries. Let's see. How are they currently feeling about you? So we're going to start here with Oracle cards. Then we're going to do your tarot. And also stay with me until the end because we will be seeing who is your spirit animal guide for this reading and what is their message for you. Navigating by the stars, follow your bliss. Enchanted forest, mystery, magic, and excitement. Belong to your own dream, create your own life. Attraction. All right, so I feel a very kind of dreamy energy from this person towards you. And it's interesting because we're also getting a lot of blue. Okay, so like there seems to be like this overall kind of theme around this dreamy, starry energy. We're also getting like the sky, right? We're getting stars in the sky. We're getting the moon. We're getting the moon. Like it's interesting. And we're getting the moon here. So we have 3 moons, which is so fascinating to me, along with a blue sky, along with stars. So I feel like this person right now is going through some time of confusion. Okay, their energy is coming up very kind of dreamy, very kind of a little bit out there, like a little bit out of it. Like, you know, like they're kind of, there's some part of them that is asleep right now. There's some part of them that is in some state of suspension where they don't have clarity, where they might be a little depressed, there might be anxiety, they might be somebody who right now is going through something very challenging. You know how sometimes when we have some phase in our life that's really getting us down, we tend to sleep more? Right? Like we want to just kind of get under the covers, you know, put the covers over our head. I feel like your person, and it has nothing to do with you, they're going through some sort of a phase right now where they may be sleeping more because they might be feeling depressed or overwhelmed. They might be feeling like life's challenges are just bearing down on them a little too much right now. So there's a bit of an absence here. There's a bit of a dreamy, like lack of clarity, very much like the moon's energy in tarot where, you know, everything seems murky. Like even when you open your eyes, the world feels out of focus. Nothing is in focus right now. Everything feels strained. Everything feels blurry. I'm getting the energy of like this overall blurriness, like where they're not really seeing clearly right now. Okay, and what's interesting here is that we're also getting this enchanted forest, mystery, magic, and excitement. So there is some sort of a mystery around this person figuring out what exactly is going to make them happy in life. And that's why we're also getting the follow your bliss, because it seems like this person has options. Because again, we're getting all this like starry, you know, skies, like bigger perspective. Like this person is not seeing the more bigger perspective in life right now. They might be so kind of, you know, overwhelmed by details, by things going wrong, by life not feeling fair, by things not being the way they want it to be, that right now they may not have the perspective to step back and look at the bigger picture, even though the bigger picture is there. It's like the bigger picture of the universe, of the bigger perspective of their life is there, but right now they're too distracted by details that are bringing them down. So I feel like in terms of their feelings for you, yes, they are very attracted to you. Okay, they're very attracted to you, but they may not be able to see you clearly at this time in this phase that they're going through. It's not your fault. It has nothing to do with you. There's some sort of a lack of clarity because their eyes are closed right now. And again, it has nothing to do with you. It has to do with where they are in their life right now. their eyes are just not open to possibilities. So even though you may be in front of them, even though you are amazing and they may see some part of that, they seem to be closed. Like their eyes, their vision, their perspective seems to be shut down right now because of other things that may be going on in their life. Okay, so this is somebody who may be going through some challenges. They may be having issues where they just can't seem to find their groove. Like, they can't follow their bliss because nothing is feeling happy to them right now. Nothing is feeling right. Like they have this sense of like restlessness, this sense of this unhappiness where why can't I find my place? Why do I feel constantly like uneasy? Okay. And when somebody is in that state, it's very hard for them to open themselves up to love, right? It's very hard for them to even see who you are and open their eyes to who you are if they themselves are so confused and feeling very closed off to the world in general. So I feel like it's not that they are not attracted to you. It's not that they don't care for you. It's not that they don't want to be near you. I feel like this person is very distracted by their own problems. And there's something in their energy that is right now closed off. Okay. And again, it has nothing to do with you. It's a generally kind of sleeping energy. See, Two of Swords. There you go. This is another indication. Look, see, no vision. Something over their eyes. It's the same energy as before. Closed eyes. Queen of Swords. The Sun. Six of Wands. The Star. Again, we're getting the Star's energy. Okay, so I feel like this person, they see your beauty, okay? They appreciate everything about you. They do. It's not that they don't. But I think the problem is right now their vision is very skewed. Like their eyes are very closed. And again, it has nothing to do with you. It has to do with where they are in their life right now. Even though, see, with the Sun's energy, see, they know that you are a bright, beautiful light in their life. Okay, they know this, but yet even this person has one eye covered. Look at this. They can only look at the sun with one eye. So I feel like we have this very clear kind of theme in this reading where your person, it's not that they don't see your value. It's just that their eyes are closed to good things in general right now. Even when they see your brightness, your light, the love, the warmth, all the good things that you bring, they can only look at it with one eye. They can only appreciate it with one eye because the other eye is still covered. Their eyes are still covered. Their vision is not clear right now. Their vision is not clear. And Two of Swords, see, like, so the decisions that they're making in their life right now are not coming from clarity. Queen of Swords. It's like there's a bit of a cold, withdrawn energy here. And to me, that's very much like this one right here. Like, belong to your own dream, create your own life. This person is still struggling to find a footing in their own life right now. They're feeling very lost. They don't have perspective. And they see you more like the star in these skies. Like, see all the stars that are coming out here, as well as this right here. I mean, I feel like they look up to you. They're inspired by you, but they don't feel that they're at your level. Okay, they feel that you are elevated. And it's not because you are trying to appear that way or anything. This is just them. This is their lack of vision, their lack of self-esteem, their lack of belief in themselves. As attracted as they are to you right now, they're looking up in the sky towards you. They're not looking at you as an equal. They're looking at you right now as a superior to them. Okay? So that's not your fault, and it's not your responsibility to bring them down to some sort of equal footing with you. That's their own insecurity. And that is because of where they are in their life right now. Okay? They're looking to make some strategic decisions. They're trying to stay, strategic, logical. They're looking to make some sort of progress in their life that comes from, you know, decision making. But again, are they, look at this person with the binoculars, are they able to really see what the truth is around them, or are their eyes always partially closed? So I feel like in terms of how they feel about you, they feel very much for you, but again, they feel like they're not enough for you at this time. So in their mind, Six of Wands, it's like they don't want you to leave, but they feel like progress towards you or progress with you is going to be slow, step by step, very slow progress here. Like they want this to work out, but they may not be fully stepping up into it because it's not their full priority right now either. Right? Like there's a sense of like Six of Wands, like, yeah, I can move towards you, and I may be trying to move towards you, but it might feel like 2 steps forward, 1 step back, 2 steps forward, 1 step back. And that 1 step back is coming from their insecurity, their lack of feeling like they are your equal. See, transformation, breakthrough, memories, spring, control. Yeah, see, so this is the thing. This person, they know, okay? It's not that they're not aware. They know that in order to step into this connection, in order to show up for you, they're gonna have to transform at least the place where they're at right now. Like they can't stay stuck in the place they are right now. But their problem also is that they have some level of control where it's like you can't inspire them into action. You can't persuade them into action. This person, even though they feel very insecure and they feel like they're going through some sort of anxiety or depression or some sort of dissatisfaction with their life, they're not looking for you to fix it. They're not open to you trying to help them either. There's a sense of like, I've got this under control, right? There's still some sense of pride. There's still some sense of ego around that. They don't want you to see them as weak. They don't want you to see them as somebody who needs help, even though they do. Right? But there is an ego around this. There's a pride around this. They know that they have to change something. They know that they need to progress. They know that they need to have to get out of bed, you know, open their eyes, open their vision. But it's like there's still a level of, I need to be the one in control of this, okay? Like, I know I'm not where I want to be. I know that things aren't great for me right now, but I'm not going to let you come in and tell me what to do. I'm not going to let you come and solve it. They may not even be letting you come in and give them support. They're stubborn about needing to control the circumstances of where they're at. So if you guys have been silent right now, or maybe stepped back from each other right now, it's like they're living in the memories of you, but they're circling around in their head. They may be obsessively thinking of you, reliving moments with you, but they're being passive. Okay, this is a passive energy. And that's not surprising because this right here is a state of being passive, right? This is not a state of action. This is not a state of being active. This is not the state of I'm going to jump out of bed and I'm going to go move things in my life. I'm going to go start showing up and taking action and transforming the things that I don't want, changing the things I don't like, and doing things differently. This is a bit of a paused energy. This person is in that paused state because they don't like where they're at, but they also are not ready to do anything to change it. And it's the same about you. So the same attitude that they're having in their life right now is the same attitude they're bringing to their connection with you. It's a little bit lackluster. It's a little bit lack of motivation, lack of inspiration. And even if you are showing up saying, hey, I'm here for you, lean on me, I can help, they're not yet willing to take that help. They're still kind of in this passive state. But the good news, though, is that they do want to grow with you. I mean, they do want to grow something with you. They want this love to grow. They haven't let go completely of that, but they're definitely in a bit of a passive state of being right now, right? Like it's kind of like they're waiting for some inspiration to actually move in life. So the desire for growth, the desire for your relationship to bloom and grow and be beautiful is there, but it's kind of buried underneath their need for controlling the story, controlling, where they are right now without really asking for a lot of help or support. So then who is your spirit animal guide for this reading, and what is their advice to you? Wolf spirit, turn knowledge into wisdom. So you understand this person. So turn this knowledge into wisdom about this person and this relationship and treat it accordingly, right? Like treat this relationship as from a place of you understand what's going on with this person and you're going to deal with them from that level, from the wisdom that you have gained in yourself and the belief in yourself, and that's how you're going to deal with this person. Okay, so if you'd like to have a personal reading with me, you could do the live or the video recorded. You can also order any of the oracle decks that I have created and used in this reading. Twin Flame Oracle is this one right here. These are available at Amazon FBA as well as my website. They're both the same, free shipping, and you'll get them very quickly. You can also order the Blessed Twin Flame necklace also from my website. And if you haven't already, please do hit that subscribe, give this video a like. You have no idea how much it helps me, and it's absolutely free to you. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you all on the next one. My beautiful group 2 that chose this image, as well as this crystal right here, and Sagittarius, Gemini, Libra, and Leo. Let's see. How are they currently feeling about you? So we're going to start here with your oracle cards. And then we will do your tarot. And stay with me till the end because we will also be finding out who is your spirit animal guide for this reading and what is their special message for you. Traveling lightly, simplify your life. Sacred journey, life cycles, family, and transformation. Okay, so we're getting similar energy here in these two cards. Such a curious dream, grounding, returning to reality, and coming home. Another card of journey. So now we have 3 cards here about some sort of a sacred journey, traveling. Oh, and we get sovereignty. Interesting. Okay, so I feel that your person right now is struggling to find their way out of a particular situation. Okay, that is definitely in their life and that is complicating their life. Right now, I'm getting a really strong energy from your person that this is not about the feelings that they have for you. The feelings that they have for you are very strong, very prevalent, and they've taken root in this person. So it's almost like they're not in their mind questioning or thinking about how they feel about you. That's not their problem. Their problem is trying to figure out in their mind, what are they going to do with the fact that they feel so much more for you than they want to feel. Okay? Let that sink in. This person feels much more for you than they want to or are allowing themselves to feel because there's something in their life that will not allow that level of feeling. Okay, because if they were to acknowledge or accept that level of feeling, they would have to make some very big choices, and they may even have to change their life to allow this kind of love into their life. Okay, so this is why we're getting Simplify Your Life. This person right now is in a very difficult emotional reality because of their feelings for you, because they feel for you so deeply and so much. This crept up on them. Okay, they didn't see this coming. This may be a connection that has like been a slow burn or has been building up in their heart, in their mind, and in their soul for a long period of time. I get the feeling that you just chipped away at this person's defenses. I think this person is somebody who heavily guards their heart and their soul with layers and layers of protection, lots of walls, okay? And they try to evade, or they try to act like those walls are not there by being not very good at communication. Okay, so they don't communicate well, and they try to let their walls kind of speak for them, right? Like if they're like, oh, like you see, I have these walls, so I don't need to explain myself. Okay, you can just see my walls. That's where this person comes from. But I feel like you, over time, through this connection, maybe without even realizing it, group 2, have been chipping away. I can see like a chisel, you know, a chisel against like a strong clay, that it just chisels away at it, but it takes time. And that's what's happened here. Somehow you got underneath, you snuck into their heart and into their soul. And now your presence there is kind of threatening their current life. Like your presence there is threatening this comfortable image of their life that they have built up over a long period of time. So for some of you, that may look like a third party situation. Okay, it doesn't have to be. But for some of you, this person is either not available, whether it's through physical living space, whether it's through marriage or committed partnership, or like I said, living with somebody, or maybe even geographically distant, because we're getting a lot of like actual traveling and journeys. So this person may not be available fully. You may not know what's going on in their exact life because you might be too geographically distant from them. You might live too far away, so they can hide certain parts of their life. They can hide the fact that maybe they're not free to come to you, or to change their life to be closer to you, or even change their life to the extent where you guys can be together physically. Okay, so it depends on what your individual journey is with this person. But this block, this sense of my life is not prepared to let in a love like this because my life is messy, my life is complicated right now, really depends on what those specific circumstances are according to your journey. Like I said, for some of you, that could be a third party situation, but it doesn't have to be romantic. It can be family obligations, because we're getting that as well right here. See, life cycles, family, and transformation. So this person might be in some sort of a life cycle where they have tremendous sense of obligation or responsibility to family. Okay, it could be parents, aging parents, it could be kids, it could be anything. So again, this person, they are trying to deny their feelings because there's something in them that doesn't feel like they can make place in their actual life for you. Okay, so I feel like they also are embarrassed or ashamed to maybe admit to you or to show you that they're not free. Even though on the outside it may seem like they're free. So for some of you, this person could be single. It's not like they're in a third party. It's not like they're married. It's not like they have a boyfriend, girlfriend, or partner. But there's something else about them that is not free. Okay, so on the outside, they may look technically single, but on the inside, they don't have sovereignty, which means freedom. They don't have the freedom to actually be in a relationship with you, and they're ashamed of admitting that because it makes them feel weak, it makes them feel inadequate. Okay, so this person right now, you're just kind of like a beautiful dream to them. They're not feeling like being with you can be a reality for them. See, this is the problem. I feel like they're seeing you right now as something that is a beautiful fantasy or a beautiful dream. Maybe they play it out in their minds, but ultimately they come back to reality. They come back to being grounded in what is real for them. And so they keep knocking up against that. They keep, kind of banging their head against that reality, and that's what they struggle with. And just from these cards, it almost feels like they don't have the courage to do anything to change that reality. Or even if they don't, if they had the courage, they don't know how to get out of that block or that reality that is kind of a little bit of a cage to them at this time. So what else are they currently feeling about group 2? Death. Interesting. The Tower. Wow. So we're getting some big major arcana energies here. Knight of Swords. Queen of Cups. Wheel of Fortune. Wow, a lot of major arcana energy here. So for some of you, I do feel like there has been some sort of a pause or separation here, okay? So if you have decided to, at least for now, maybe you haven't told them, like maybe you haven't like verbally dumped them or verbally told them, hey, I'm gone. You may have paused your energy towards this person in some way, or given them some sort of a subtle hint or some sort of a more subtle message that, you know, you can't stick around anymore, right? Like you've given them patience, you've given them understanding, you've given them opportunity to step forward, to come to you with a real offer, right? Not just, hey, I love you, or hey, I have feelings for you, but something solid. So you may have, you know, you may have given them some sort of energetic, subtle message that you're done, or at least done for now, unless they can step up. And if that's what you've done, or that's what you are considering doing, and I know some of you watch these readings because you kind of want that guidance on, okay, this is my situation. What action should I take? Is there any action I can take that would lead to a better result? So I feel like this is for both of you, whether you have stepped back from this person or are considering stepping back. I think it is a good thing. Okay, it is a good thing because it will, or already has, made this person feel the jolt. And that's what they needed to feel, because this person, for many of you, has become complacent in your feelings for them. So I wouldn't be surprised if they know very well, even if you haven't said I love you, they know you love them. Okay, and a lot of their complacency, a lot of them like spinning their wheels and making excuses about their life and all that stuff, has to do with them knowing, hey, I know you love me, so that means I'm not going to be urgent about this. I know you're not going to go anywhere. I know you may say, hey, you know, you're going to step back, and maybe you'll step back for a week or two, but you will return. So if that's been your cycle with this person, where you do try to step back from them, you give them space, you're like, hey, I'm done with your wishy-washy energy, but you come back after a week, 2 weeks, a month, this person's used to that cycle. And they may have even become addicted to that cycle. It's like an up and down push-pull cycle, right? So I feel like if you have stopped that cycle, if you've said, no, this time I mean it, I'm going to step away. Maybe you don't even tell them, you just do it, right? Because sometimes when you make a threat, people don't take you seriously because they think you're just making a threat, right? But when you actually just don't talk about it and you just do the action, that's when it starts to feel like, oh, shit, like, you know, oops, like what was I thinking? Like, you know, this time there was no talk, there was no explanation, there was no anger, there was just silence, cut off. And if you've done that, or you're planning to do that, that is what will definitely affect this person. Now, it may not be the first couple of days, it may not be like the fastest thing, but over some time, they will start to feel that, oh my God, I've lost you. There's a finality to this, okay? Again, it's a slower moving energy. They may not get it right away, but they will feel like they lost you. And that's when I think a lot of their more deeper emotions will come out. You know, that is in that loss. Oftentimes people don't understand how much they love until they lose. You know, that's just the unfortunate part of life and human nature sometimes. And I think if that loss is deep enough, they will run towards you. But with the Knight of Swords, it's like very like, it's like a temporary running towards, right? They might run towards you to get your energy back, to get your attention back, to get your affection back. But the Knight of Swords also tends to run back away as well, right? So I feel like this person, yes, they do love you. Yes, they do feel for you, but they have to want a new life, Wheel of Fortune. They have to want to break free from their current cage, whatever that cage is. It could be anything, right? Depending on your specific situation, but they need to want this Wheel of Fortune. And if they don't want it bad enough, that's the problem. Let's see, what else are they currently feeling? And let's see, who is your spirit animal for this reading and what is their message for you? We're going to open that up here at the end. See, 5D. Sacred, again, journey, 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 journey. It has been such, look at this, journey, journey. Journey. It's just been, see, pause. Summer. Okay. So this person and you definitely have a very deep connection. Okay, very deep. This is a soul connection. I wouldn't be surprised if this is a past life connection. And I think that's probably why you may have had a hard time stepping away from this person, because for many of you, this person is not giving you much. They might be giving you just kind of breadcrumbs right now. Not because they don't care about you, but because, again, they feel that there's something in their life that they just can't give more because of that, right? But you may have had a hard time, and they also may have a hard time letting you go completely, because I think when you first met, when you connected with each other, you felt like home. There was something very familiar in this person. There was something very familiar in their energy. And you know, and they know that this is a deep soul connection. And that's why it does feel like you guys are always on some sort of a sacred journey. Right? And that's why you keep getting this journey card, like you guys are going through this journey together, but we're getting that pause energy again. And that's why I feel like, you know, I commend you if you have paused this connection and you give this person the space to figure out, are they in or are they out? Do they want you? And if so, what are they going to do to make an offer to bring you into their life fully? Or if they can't do that, they need to leave. And I think that's where this has come to, or is about to come to. And it's important because that's what's going to protect you and your energy. You can't just keep giving to this person. So if you want to see this as a time marker, there may be a resolution here by summertime. You will get an idea of what this is, where this is going. Okay. So you can also see the summer's energy. I also see it as like the sun's energy, which again, yes, there's so much love and light between the two of you, but if it has nowhere to go, if it has nowhere to stand, like if it can't turn into a real life partnership, then again, what does the love and light really mean, right? It's hollow, right? So your spirit animal is the wasp spirit, group 2. Sometimes life stings. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. But it is a little bit relevant to what this person is coming up as. Like, you know, if they're wishy-washy, if they come and go, if they can't give you true devotion, love, nurturing, dedication, all the things that you deserve, life stings. But it may be time to let them go or give them one last opportunity to step up. And I think that's what Spirit is saying here to you. Okay, so if you'd like to have a personal reading with me, you could do the live or the video recorded. You can also order the oracle decks that I've used in this reading. Oops, I don't have the Divine Feminine Entrepreneur, but that's the business and money success deck. This is the Twin Flame Oracle, which is right here. You can get these on my website or Amazon FBA. Everything is the same, free shipping. They'll get to you quickly. You can also order the Blessed Twin Flame necklace off my website. And if you haven't already, please do go to livetarot.com, check everything out, give this video a like and a subscribe. You have no idea how much it actually helps me, and it's absolutely free to you. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you all on the next one. Group 3 that chose this image, as well as this crystal right here, and Capricorn, Scorpio, Pisces, and Virgo. Let's see. How are they currently feeling about you? We'll start here with oracle cards. Then we will do your tarot, and stay with me until the end because we will also find out who is your animal spirit guide for this reading and what is their special message for you. Reaching your destination, your light is shining brightly. Hidden path, the marriage of spirit and matter. Forget who you are. Conditioning falls away. Memory no longer defines you. Realization. Wow. Okay, so I feel like this person is definitely in a state of suffering right now, okay? They are in a state of deep suffering because of what you actually mean to them. I'm getting a very heavy energy from this person, like they are going around in their head obsessively about you because they have been in denial for so long. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a bit of an avoidant energy in this person. Like they avoid intense emotion. They avoid feeling deep things and they repress and, push those feelings down until the point where when they do come out, they kind of explode. And then this person feels completely emotionally overwhelmed. And that's why I feel like we're getting this realization energy. Like they are trying to block a huge realization about their feelings for you and about their love for you. I think they've been trying to deny this for a very long time. And I feel like they've been standing at this portal. Like, see this person, this is the world they live in, but they're standing at the opening of a portal into a whole other world. And I feel like this is what has been the most painful for your person, is that you came into their life and you gave them a glimpse of what a different life would look like, okay? But the life that they're already standing in is dark, okay? It's dark. And you offered them a portal, a gateway into a life that is brighter, that is better. But that doesn't mean that that's what they wanted or was ready for. Sometimes people are very comfortable in the darkness that they've created in their own life. And you think, wow, why would they want this? Wouldn't they want a better life? Wouldn't they want real love? Why would they want to stay in some bad situation? Or why would they want to, if there's a third party, why would they want to be in a lifeless, loveless marriage or living arrangement? But the thing is, oftentimes what we don't see is that people create prisons for themselves and then become very comfortable within that prison, because now leaving that prison, whether it's the prison of a marriage, whether it's a prison of living with someone, whether it's even just the prison of being single and being comfortable not being seen by anybody, not having to step up to any responsibilities, because falling in love takes vulnerability. If you fall in love and you let somebody into your heart and into your life, now you got to let them see you. You've got to let them see who you really are inside. And again, a lot of people would rather choose the darkness that they have already created, the life, a life of comfort, but of limitation, than to go into that big adventure of this new life right here. So I feel like right now, this person, your person, they feel deeply, deeply for you, okay? And that it is the depth of those feelings that's making them almost come to a point where it's like they have to realize what the truth is or keep it buried forever. It's almost like a moment of truth here. So that's what this is. Forget who you are. It's kind of like they've come to the point where they have to acknowledge that they've fallen in love with you and they may want to have a life with you, or forget everything, right? They have to forget. Or I could see it the other way too. Forget who they are now in order to be someone who deserves you. So where are they standing, right? Like, are they going to change their life? Are they going to change the darkness and the maybe the stagnant energy, or like the very boring, predictable life, whatever cage they're in where they're not happy, but it's stable, it's certain, right? There's nothing, scary about it. It may not be nice, it may be miserable, but it's familiar, right? So are they going to forget that? Are they going to let go of who they've become through that cage? Or are they going to redefine themselves, right? And it's interesting how both of these energies, both of these cards are about pathways, okay? Reaching a destination, a hidden path. There's a path right here, okay? So they do see that there is a path in front of them to come towards you, to come towards love, to accept love, right? And that your love, see, we have a sun here, we have light here. Your love does light that path, but are they willing to let your love light their path forward, or are they willing to just stay in the darkness? I think that's what this person is currently going through, and it is definitely a mental torture, because even if right now they're choosing their darkness every day, they're choosing to be comfortable where they're at, it doesn't mean that those thoughts of you, that doesn't torture them. The thoughts of what life could be like with you doesn't torture them. But I think they try to push those thoughts away, because they may be at a point where they feel like the path forward towards you is too uncertain, it's too unpredictable. There's a fear of loss. It's almost like the devil I know is better than the one I don't know, because I don't know where things would go with you. Even though I may love you, may love me, that doesn't mean that the future is certain. And you may be dealing with a person group who really is insecure enough that they seek certainty in a world where there is none. It's like they can't seem to accept that the very nature of reality is that it is uncertain. So the more you are seeking certainty, the more it is an illusion, but if you feel you have it, it's also very kind of dulling. It dulls you down. There's a price to be paid for certainty. It doesn't come for free. And even then, it's a bit of an illusion, because nothing in life is ever fully certain, right? But I feel like this person has created some sort of a life around them that feels like it's giving the illusion of certainty to them. And again, that safety, or that illusion of safety, is keeping them stuck in mediocrity, if that makes sense. Wow, this person, this reading is very layered, because I think this person is a bit layered and complicated. See, 10 of Swords, 10 of Pentacles. Interesting. We're getting 10s, completion energy. 8 of Wands, 9 of Cups, Judgment. See, there you go. There you go. This is exactly a confirmation of what we've seen so far. This person, they need to decide, okay? And this 8 of Wands being the central energy here is very telling, because it's about movement. Again, the path, going down the path. Are they willing to move down the path that leads towards you? Are they willing to travel that path, not knowing where it's going to lead, not knowing what the outcome is going to be? Yes, it is an adventure. Yes, it is a change in whatever dark comfort that they're in right now, whether that's a bad marriage, whether that's a bad living situation, whether it's just being single and not being open to letting love in because you are complacent, and that's comfort for you. You don't have to put your heart on the line. You don't have to risk getting hurt. You don't have to risk getting rejected, right? Or you could even be a workaholic. This person could be somebody who just focuses on work because that is predictable. That is something they can control. So they kind of get lost in that, right? So there's many different scenarios here that this person is losing themselves in. But ultimately, it doesn't matter what the framework is. What matters is that they are feeling a deep, deep level of stress and pressure from the fact that they love you. And it's interesting because it's not, this person, you would think, oh my gosh, I would love falling in love. But no, I feel like this person, thinks of falling in love as something that really breaks their stability, puts tension on them, makes them feel very vulnerable, makes them feel like they're open to being hurt. This person may be, again, the avoidant type, where it's like love is not something to be celebrated. Love is something to be feared, because it feels like 10 swords in the back. Like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? Love is going to destroy me, not build me up. And sometimes that comes from people's childhood wounds, or a traumatizing past, or wounding from the past, where love feels unsafe because love was taken away. Love was never given freely. They always had to either earn love, and even when it was earned, it was taken away, right? So this person may have a lot of very deeply negative associations with how love functions in their life. So I feel like their love for you is making them, unfortunately, more and more insecure, but they also see the beauty of what is possible. They also see that, hey, maybe I could build something beautiful here with you. Maybe if I were to get over my fear, I could have a really beautiful life. We could have something real. So I feel like they're right now trying to decide. And it's interesting how you're getting this like journey of this figure kind of flying towards the right hand side. And what's on the right hand side? This person choosing their happiness and choosing a new life. See? So they're asking, your person is asking yourself right now, asking themselves right now, do I truly want to be happy? But if I truly want to be happy because I love you and I want to be with you, then I'm going to have to choose a new life. Do I have the courage to choose that new life? Do I truly want to be happy? Because again, this person may be somebody who doesn't choose happiness, but chooses safety over happiness. Even if that safety is miserable, dull, lifeless, whatever, but it's safety. Okay. Wow. What else? What else do they feel for you, group 3? And who is your spirit animal for this reading, and what is their message to you? And we're going to open that up at the end here. Yeah, see, stuck. This person is highly, highly stuck. Appreciate. Split energy. Yep. This seems to be their life story. Yeah. Okay. So I feel like this person, they deeply love and appreciate you. Okay, that's not the question. That is not the problem. You are not the problem. It's what you represent, okay? I feel like they can even live with or acknowledge their love for you. Even that's not the problem. The problem is them claiming you into their life, okay? I feel like this person deeply loves and appreciates you. You have literally walked into their life and transformed them at a very deep level. And it's not that they resisted that. It's not that they didn't want that. But I think the split energy comes from the fact that, is this a love they just want to feel and appreciate? Or is this a love that they just want to actually claim and make it real in their life? And I do feel very strongly for many of you that this is a divine masculine coming towards the feminine energy. Okay, so the split energy is from the masculine to the feminine. So if you are feminine watching this, your masculine does see you as their feminine counterpart. Okay, so again, their love for you is not what's in question. Their view of you as their ideal feminine counterpart is also not to be questioned. I think that's all a given. I truly feel that this person looks at you and thinks to themselves, this is the only feminine who has ever felt like she is mine. This is the only feminine that has ever truly seen me in my life, who can see through me and into the deepest parts of my soul. And so in that sense, they don't want to let go of you, right? But they show up and they leave. They show up and they leave. They give you split energy. Why? Because they're stuck. They're stuck in that I don't want to let you go because you bring out the best in me, but how do I claim this? How do I come out of the cage that I'm in, whatever that cage looks like? Do I have it in me to claim it and move forward towards my happiness? But then that would mean I have to create an entirely new life, or am I going to stay stuck? And I think, again, this person is in that thought process. They're still in that rolling, obsessive thought process. White Raven Spirit is your spirit animal, group 3, and your message is trust in the magic. You know what I feel this means for you in this situation is that maybe it's time to surrender this situation to the divine. You have done everything you can. I can feel that. You have done everything you can to show this person that you love them and you're ready. That's all you can do. You don't need to do anything more. Now leave them to the divine. Trust in the magic of what is meant for you will never pass you by. So if this person is meant for you, they will come to you. Okay, the divine will resolve things for them. You don't have to be the one to do it. That's what I think the message of this reading is. So if you'd like to have a personal reading with me, you could do the live or the video recorded. You can also order any of the oracle decks that I have created. Divine Feminine Entrepreneur, I don't have it right now. That's the business and money deck. This is the Twin Flame Oracle, which is right here. You can order them from my website or Amazon FBA. They're both free shipping. They'll get to you quickly. You can also order the Blessed Twin Flame necklace off my website. And of course, personal readings, everything is at livetarot.com. And please do make sure that you hit that subscribe and give this video a like. You have no idea how much it supports me. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you all on the next one.